G'day viewers, Tim from BOZUGARAGE with another video working on my Tesla Model 3 2022. Now in a recent video, I popped on some carbon fibre mirror caps from EV Base, and in the same delivery I also got some red brake caliper covers. These are a purely cosmetic item. They don't increase the braking performance at all, they just look kind of cool. These are in bright red. Actually, I don't mind the factory brake covers, they look pretty good to me. But as you can see, these stand out a whole lot more. In order to get these on, first we're going to apply stickers here provided in the kit. We're going to jack the car up, take the wheel off, and I've covered the exact process on how to do that on another video. Click up there, and importantly, the kit comes with the apparatus and hardware that you need to fit these securely and safely to the original brake calipers here. We'll go through all that in greater detail once we get the wheel off. We've got fake brake bleeder covers up there. We've got a fake little whatever it's called down to the bottom there, and the brake caliper covers come with a few holes, and that's how we're going to actually attach them to the original brakes there. It comes with a range of accessories. Left front use L123, right front use R123, and then the back left and right use left and right 4 and 5 on either side. And this attachment here comes with specialized little brackets that will hold these caliper covers perfectly, I hope. With the wheel off the car, we're ready to get our caliper covers installed. Make sure that it kind of matches. You can see the bleeder valve up here, we've got a bleeder valve here. Yeah, I know it's a fake caliper cover, but still, you want it to match, right? The kit comes with a bunch of mounting brackets, which are quite useful, and you've got to make sure you use the right one. This is the front right, and it says on the bag R1, that goes back here, and that provides a lock for when you install the caliper. It'll make more sense in a moment once I do the other ones. The top of the caliper, you put in R2, and at the bottom of the caliper you put in R3. They use quite long bolts there, and what they do, they lock in to these little notches here and down there. If I manage to maneuver it right, there you go, something like that. And of course, when you tighten these bolts, that locks in quite tightly too. The other thing I'm going to do, which isn't specifically talked about, is I'm going to put a little bit of thread locker on it. This is a blue or medium strength thread locker. I don't want red. Red is kind of permanent, but blue will be sufficient enough to make sure that the bolts don't loosen during everyday driving. That is kind of ridiculous. Look at how big it is. Yeah, pretty easy once you've figured it out. R1, R2, R3 down the bottom as well. I would put a bolt in R1 first and then tighten up the top one and the bottom one. It is on really quite sturdy. I do recommend that you put some medium thread locker on it just to make sure that the bolts don't loosen up. What we'll do now, we'll get the wheel back on the car, lower the car, see how it looks. But oh, it is huge. And there we are, one wheel back on. Actually, it doesn't look so ridiculous now that the wheel's back on top of it. There's plenty of clearance there between the spoke and the brake caliper cover, and there's plenty of clearance between the brake caliper cover retaining little mounts and the actual brake disc too. Wheel should turn without a problem. Rear wheel should be pretty much the same. Caliper cover not as big, of course. So let's get the back wheel done now. Right, now with the rear wheel off, we can fit the rear caliper cover. This is the rear left one, the fake bleed nipples at the top. The correct attachments to use is L4 and L5. I tried both, and it looks like L4 is the better fit for the upper one because there's a little notch. You can actually feel if you put your finger back there, but if we just sort of slide that on there, I can feel that all fits in pretty good. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take that bolt out, put some of my Loctite back on it to make sure that it doesn't come off. And oh, someone asked me if this is permanent. No, this is not permanent. This is the medium strength Loctite, 243. I think they've changed the bottle. Still a blue color. You can get super strength one, which like super hard or super tight, whatever. I wouldn't recommend that. That might be too much. This one you can still remove just with a little bit of force, but it's enough to stop it unraveling during normal driving. You can actually see a bit of blue there. It's already been maybe a bit pre-applied to that bolt, but I'm going to stick a bit more on because I'm a bit cautious. After we've tightened that one on, we'll do the bottom one. We're done. The rear caliper cover, a little bit easier than the front caliper cover. The front one had 3 attachments that you had to put in. This one you only had the top and the bottom. Easiest if you put the top one, numbered 4, in first, hook it on there, and then you can slide in the lower attachment here and then put the bolt through for it. If we have a real close look here, you can see where that attachment is, that black metal or aluminium device, and it's in line with the caliper itself. And if we have a look at the bottom, same thing there. The attachment is in line with the caliper, doesn't protrude any further than it has to, and yeah, really good solid fit. That ain't going anywhere. And actually the good thing about this, it's not as ridiculously huge as the front one. So, one more to go, rear right, and then we're done. Working on the rear right, yeah, I've put R4 at the top, but for some reason I can actually see it protruding from the side of the brake, whereas on the left-hand rear, I didn't see that. So, there is a chance actually those are mislabeled, so I'm actually going to take them out. I'm going to swap them around. I'll put 5 at the top and 4 at the bottom, and we'll see if we still got a good fit. I mean, that is really tight. That ain't going anywhere, but I don't want to be able to see that. That looks a bit cheap on a fake caliper. It looks cheap.
8,000 years later.
Okay, that worked a whole lot better. In this case, I've put R5 at the top, R4 at the bottom. You can barely see it there. So again, it's nicely in line with the caliper. It's not going to touch on anything. R4's at the bottom. So just do a test fit on the rears. I mean, maybe I just got a one-off where it was labeled the opposite way, but that is, it's so solid. All right, happy with that. Good, let's get the wheel back on and have a look at both front and rear together. That's it, we are done. How do things look? The front caliper covers are on. The only criticism I could make, look, they're great quality, they fit really well, they're not going to come off, but maybe they're just a little bit too big. The rear calipers here, they look more, I guess, in proportion to the size of the wheel. Let's have a look around the other side. I got to say, they do look great. I know they're only cosmetic, but to me it looks a whole lot better than just painting the caliper, because it still looks like a crappy old sort of caliper that tiny. And to the front right, front left wheel, again, looks great. It's maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just a size thing. It just looks too big to me. But again, great quality. Can't argue with that. Plenty of clearance everywhere. And the red makes a great contrast against the dark wheel, the black highlights on the car, the white paint. So yeah, I have no complaints about the color or the appearance or the quality, really. Yeah, I reckon it looks pretty good. Give me a few days and I'll probably get used to how huge the size is. But quite a simple installation. Make sure you've got a torque wrench to tighten up the wheels properly. 175 Newton meters, floor jack, Tesla jack pads, all that kind of stuff. I'll put a link in the description below because you should have all that. When all's said and done, a pretty easy installation. Have a look at that. We've got red calipers at the front, we've got red calipers at the back. There's also a whole range of other colors in case you didn't like red. There's pink and yellow and green and everything to suit your color combination. And don't forget what I said at the very beginning. If you don't like the color, you can just take these calipers off. You can change them to another caliper cover. You can leave them standard. Not a difficult thing to do. Fully reversible, which is what I like on pretty much all the modifications I do to this car. I can take those caliper covers off. I can take those mirror covers off. I can take all the mods off, and it's pretty much a standard car again one day in the future. I've been Tim from BOZUGARAGE. I hope you liked this ridiculous video on installing totally cosmetic caliper covers on your car. If you've liked it, like, comment, subscribe. You know what all the YouTubers want you to do. And please stay tuned because I love my EVs and I'm going to keep modifying them. And I'm going to keep modifying my old Japanese cars too. Stay tuned to the next video. Thanks for watching.